I'm joined by Dustin, sales manager here at Margaritaville Lake Resort, Lake Conroe, just north of Houston. How are you, sir?
Excellent. Yourself?
I'm doing good, hanging out in Jimmy Buffett's suite. So,
Yes, we are.
well, why don't you tell us a little bit about the past few months for you personally? What's it been like?
Absolutely. Well, it's never a dull moment. Every day is just so different from the next. And as we all talk about, right, there's no roadmap for COVID-19, and opening a resort in the middle of it has certainly been an experience. But very thankful for our great leadership with Benchmark, our management company, and then the fantastic team we have on site getting us through every day.
Yeah, I was following the news as this baby was opening up. So it's pretty exciting. So, well, tell us, how's it been going?
So the summer's been busy. With our location just north of Houston, we're only a 3.5 hour max drive from 20 million Texans, right? So the weekends are really strong, but then even midweek, it's been busy. With these families and everybody still wants to have a vacation before school starts up, and we've even had smaller corporate groups, midweek. So that being said, we've held back on our occupancy a bit just to ensure safety and safe distancing for all of our guests with all of our various outlets. But it's been a busy summer.
Yeah, I grew up around here. I grew up fishing on this lake for years. Um, Short drive. It's always been about 30, 40 minutes from wherever I've lived in Houston. So it's a great place to visit. Um, so talk to us about maybe some of the things that you're doing to attract these guests. I mean, I guess it's not too difficult, with that revenge travel hitting this summer, but summer's winding down. Maybe talk to us a little bit about some of the things that you'll be doing moving forward.
Sure. So the tactics that we had in place. Well, first, I really have to give kudos to our marketing and PR team. They've just done a stellar job, and we've had great exposure. With local media, social media, publications. And this through the summer and even still now, we have a strong focus on recreation and all things fun that you can do outdoors at the resort, and we have loads of amenities. We've even put together some drone videos, doing virtual site tours. From a group perspective, really showcasing all of our open spaces in the conference centers, all of our outdoor venues, and then our really fun and unique Margaritaville team buildings have been really popular for the groups that we've had so far. But now, for the latter question, as we move into the fall, we're really focusing on our community and working with local wineries and breweries around town for really fun tours. We're hosting comedy shows on the weekends here at the conference center. We're doing dinner cruises out on the lake, and then we have much more in store to come.
Well, that's cool. So, so it's just a bit of an occupancy thing for the social distancing purposes. Like, what is the occupancy capped at right now?
So the occupancy, the hotels haven't had any restrictions like the restaurants have done, but we just want to play it by ear to make sure that the lobby's never too full, the restaurants are never too full, the water park always has full space.
Yeah, but like, so when you
we've never
bring in
gone.
when you bring in these events, I mean, I'm guessing that everything's pretty well spaced out. I mean, the property's huge, so
Right, we're 187 acres, which has come in
that's
handy.
it.
Yeah, that's it.
Plenty of room. Come on down.
That's right.
Well, that's cool. Well, so tell us a little bit about maybe some of the opening with the team here. Every hotelier I talk to talks about how much more communications going on between the departments. Um, Everyone talks about silos, or they have historically. Now it's like we don't have time for silos. So maybe a little bit insight into what your different departments were doing, leading up to the opening and since.
So ever since day one, like our team, sales, catering, marketing, revenue management, reservations, the folks that a lot of times are behind the scenes and not right there in operations we're right in the forefront. So we've been working hand in hand with all of our operations divisions, whether it's we're helping dock boats at the marina, or we're sanitizing the elevators, or passing out masks throughout the lobby. Communication has been key because we've all really just been doing this together, and it's been a huge team effort. And I think that really helps with positivity. That really helps encouragement with the staff. But it's really also shown our seriousness to safety and our overall guest experience. So it's come out as a very overall positive experience for us.
Yeah, I will say when I pulled up, people wearing masks, staff was wearing masks. You could tell they had big smiles on their faces. The ladies behind the counter were laughing and having a good time with me. So
Yeah, our one of our philosophies is having fun at work, and if you're not having fun, your clients never will. And Margaritaville as a brand has an escapism nostalgia to it, and one of our mantras is serious learning, serious fun, serious safety, and the culture really drives that, and the guests are really experiencing it. So I'm really glad that you noticed that as well when you arrived.
oh yeah, came right out, fit right in. So with the time remaining, Dustin, any advice for the hoteliers out there going through this?
Yeah, my grandmother always said this too shall pass. And, any advice to hoteliers is just, keep your head up, stay positive. Everyone's looking at you, all your hourly folks and everybody that you have a responsibility for. Just always find whatever hat you can put on if it's going to help out your teammate or help out another department. And we're going to get through this.
Yeah, we are. Got to hang in there. All right. But before we go, I did bring you a gift. I'm going to throw it to you because we are social distancing.
Yeah. Awesome.
So show us what you got there.
I'm not a number.
You're not a number, Dustin. You're not a number. I appreciate you letting me come into the
Love it.
Jimmy's suite and recording.
You got it. Like we say here, fins up.
All right.